We have met so many people at this point.
Right.
It's like the only women I can keep apart are Polly, Sigourney, and Emily.
And Anna.
Oh, that was... I can't tell in dreams if it's Anna or Becky or Carol or... I mean, they're all...
Right, right. Well, I know in the town hall meeting, Carol was the late arrival.
An art gallery in such a small
but
town.
Isn't she the one we just got the,
Am I prejudiced?
No, wait, no.
Doesn't seem to fit.
You're right, yeah, I get Carol and, Thomas's sister.
That's right.
No, Carol is Thomas's sister.
Okay, yeah. So we met her by the tree.
Although I can't say I've ever been to the gallery myself.
George, what about you?
The
Actually, yes.
female models are more similar to each other than the male models are, which is common enough.
Yeah.
I get them confused as well.
I'm just as cultured as everyone else. Some people just have sides to them that you'd never expect.
Like the backside.
Tell us more about the 9 muses and all that.
Is she the type that is
How many can you name?
appreciated by everyone?
What do you mean?
Exactly.
Oh
It sounds
god.
like. Is
Psyche?
she very attractive?
No.
Especially to the opposite
Like,
sex?
it's a man, for one.
So you're asking me if she's sexy, right?
Well,
Let's
she
see.
does always wear
Calliope,
heels.
Terpsichore,
Hard to explain.
But
That's
that
music
doesn't
and
make you
dance, I
biased,
think.
Okay? She just seems
I can't remember the
to look
rest.
down on people. She always has. I just don't like people like that.
That must be because sex appeal
Psyche.
has no effect on you.
Now that's out of line.
I'm sorry.
No, Psyche is the other name of Cupid.
You just reacted so strongly to Diane's name.
I did not. It's like you're suggesting I'm the total opposite of her. Is that it?
Oh, Emily, that's not what anyone's suggesting. Let's just drop this conversation, okay?
It's like you're saying I'm the opposite of sexy. Do I have to wear a cat suit to convince you that I can be sexy?
I'm sexy and I know it.
In fact, I'm too sexy for this shirt.
$5 a gallon.
What do you think of her, Emily? Do you like her?
She's the town bicycle. That's a term I haven't heard used straight in a long time.
Yeah, yeah. Now, when you say used straight...
In the comic sense rather than the orientation sense. It's really unfortunate you can't really do the, talk comedy where you have the straight man and that sort of thing, or old
Right.
hippie slang for, working a straight job. And there's just no way.
I wonder if Diane has anything
Damn
to do
straight
with
people
murder.
ruining everything. Taking a
I
perfectly
always-
usable word.
In the early days of Ice on Mars, I used to say that Jason and I were the token straight men in every sense of the word.
Are you eating something crinkly?
I am. This is I knew this was gonna take forever, so I've got food to bolster me here. Valentine's Day candy is 70% off at Walgreens. So. See, this is how I remember driving being in the game. I mean, this is still better than I did, but
Yeah, I don't know why he got the Milk Barn van. There's absolutely no requirement.
maybe it was just, for shits and giggles.
Agent York, the gap.
So even though he's stopping at the police station, they're giving him grief for it. And they're going to go on ahead and wait outside in front of the gallery. Except, magically, if it's lunchtime, they'll also join him for lunch.
Yeah, but it's only 10. It's like 10:20, but okay, I guess let's...
Early lunch.
Hello.
In the lunch window.
Tell me, Agent York. You fly all over the country,
So,
right?
like, Thomas is eating a big Pop-Tart.
What's the strangest thing you've ever eaten?
Good question.
He's eating a
Well,
sausage.
this country...
She's eating a pizza
Toast.
again.
He's eating toast.
Cuisine, so I can't
I
really
think.
of anything that would knock your socks off. But the soft-shell crab I ate in Williamsburg
Country ham?
was pretty good. And
Maybe.
there was the
Looks like a
fish
pork loin or
caviar
something.
in Mississippi. Both of those were quite amusing.
Wow. Just the names sound delicious.
I
I'll
never
have
want
to
to be
pass if all you can
pretentious
say
enough
about
to
the
call a
names
food
amusing.
amusing.
Emily, I've eaten some pretty strange things myself, you know.
You, George? Such as?
Fried
Thomas.
cicada.
Cicada? As in the insect?
Of course. It was pretty good, too. The cicada population in these parts tends to explode every 17 years or so. It's a special recipe for such times. That's when I ate it. The whole town was infested with cicadas.
I'm glad to say I haven't experienced this cicada population explosion.
Which means it's been at least 10 years since George last tasted cicada. Now, let's hope this population explosion doesn't happen while
Because
we're here.
Emily's been in town for 10 years. There's reasoning.
Okay. Is George sweet on Emily? I kind of get that feeling.
The lines of tension in the workforce here are blurry, to say. You know,
Yeah, like I assume that Thomas is sweet on George since
he has the tattoo.
he's the only character with a G.
Maybe the tattoo means that Thomas is an original G.
It's not a heart, it's an O.
Right.
And I'll shoot an arrow in your face if you disagree.
Calm down, Psyche.
Okay.
Can't remember the name of Psyche's wife. But she fell in love with Psyche without seeing him. And they got married.
So they met on a BBS?
Yes. And he told her that he was never allowed... She was never allowed to look at him. Or maybe it was only at night. She was never allowed to look at him at night while he was sleeping. And so they lived for a long while, but the way these stories go, always the wife is going to get curious. You know, it's like
Right. Blackbeard.
Blackbeard. And so she looked, and she sees that he's really this dude with big angel wings, because he's Psyche/Cupid.
Right.
And then he wakes up and goes, "You shouldn't have done that," and flies away, and she never sees him again, and she mourns and pines and probably turns into a crumpet or a Swedish biscuit or
Some salt.
some salt. Something
You
like
have
that.
potential, soldier. I want you to take a look around J10. I'll need high gear parts. They should be around there somewhere.
Oh, I talked over part of the
If you
story.
can
Sorry
find
about
them and
that.
bring them back to me. I'll be able to increase the
I
top
doubt it was an
speed of
interesting
the
part.
vehicle.
Now that sounds like a
Well,
plan.
it's just him. He bought a car, and now we're going to go on another
You
little
must
side
learn
quest
to
for the
trust
general.
Your superiors.
Around J10 then.
Your orders are roll out.
Transformer, roll out.
High gear parts.
Yeah.
Remember when
So
you requested
fucking
low gear
high,
parts, you
man.
actually said. What about high gear parts? You thought you were making a joke, but it was the truth. You saw the future.
Gear parts are so fucking high, man.
Dude. They're not straight gear parts.
Oh, come on, Gorsuch or whatever. Grekach, yeah. That's the whole reason he got the Grekach, was wandering around in this junkyard.
Yep.
Why are we looking at this shit? You just have to find J10.
Maybe he's really baked and he couldn't remember what number it was. Steam keeps telling me what my other friends are playing. I don't know why it thinks I care.
Yeah, I have a real problem with how modern technology thinks that notifications are the be-all, end-all. Alright, we found J. The end.
High gear parts.
Looks shockingly similar to low gear parts.
Yes, but it's actually a bong, so it's high.
You can put your weed in it.
Dumpster! Ah. Oh, wait, what? Oh, damn. Tease. He's gonna be truly a completionist. He needs to jump in a dumpster at least once. At least so
I'm
I don't
sure
sound
it's
like
gonna
I'm making it up.
This is it.
I'm sure it's gonna happen.
What's the story this time?
Speed determines everything on the battlefield, life or death.
You're not going to tell me another story about stomach pains, are you?
Son, I told you already. Don't mock your superiors. It's a very serious story this time. It starts with a question. Why did we lose the battle?
For want of a nail, they lost the shoe. For want of a shoe, they lost the horse.
Results of
Isn't
a
that-
war of attrition.
I've
We
heard that.
learned a lesson. We lacked speed when speed was needed. It was our superiors' fault. We should have carried out a swifter
Where the
attack.
hell is the
That would have
apostrophe?
saved more of our soldiers. Although crybaby Timothy was doomed either way.
You really hated that sergeant, didn't you?
Don't talk to me with that tone, boy.
With that
Words
tone boy.
cannot describe
What's a tone boy?
I hated him. I was at war with a crybaby.
We should have ended it early like we did with World War II. Truman was a fucking genius.
Lost all our weapons with soap and water. Lost a signal flare thinking it was a firework. Set off countless traps laid by the enemy. More than half of the unit had to
Even if you
return
thought it was a
home
firework,
sick
why would
because
you
of
set it
it.
off?
I don't
Yeah,
know
that
how
seems
much
like
of
a
this
bad
to
choice.
believe.
Believe as much as you like. I'll keep my side of the promise and get to work on your vehicle.
It just
But I
doesn't
won't
use that shit.
uncross my arms. I will become a ghost, however.
Well, if he hates that sergeant so much, why does he keep talking about him?
They were in love.
And would a general really even have direct contact with a sergeant?
Not very
Questions
often,
keep mounting.
actually.
Okay, I drifted back
I've
into this
increased your
reality.
exhaust and optimized your higher gears. That means you can drive at a faster top speed. But there's still plenty of stuff I can do to make your car
Also,
go
like,
faster.
Isn't it
Come
just
see me
obvious
again
that he's
and I'll
not
customize
actually a
your car
general?
even
Like, that
more.
seems a common
Yeah.
enough nickname, you know?
Yeah.
I don't see why York, even for a moment, thinks he was a general.
I mean, Keith calls York FBI, and he's not the whole FBI.
Right.
Ooh, bought a new car. What is it? Something forever.
Zach, is there something here
What
that
do
you
you-
want to check out? Well, the gallery closes.
Oh.
Oh, is that Sigourney? Yeah, okay.
Sigourney Run.
She looks
I'm
like,
glad you're here. My
oh,
pot.
God.
It's getting cold.
That
Please.
woman on
let's
Saturday
keep
Night
going.
Live
Okay, no problem.
from, like, the 80s.
By the way, what's in
Yeah.
the pot?
Jane Curtin? No, it's before
No.
the 80s, isn't it?
Does that really matter? Now let's get going. Hurry!
I can only think of the really old ones.
Once we get her home,
Gilda
It was-
Radner.
Let's ask her again.
Yeah, it was around the Jane Curtin era, but
What's that?
it was, like, maybe a little before Victoria Jackson.
Not a fan of Victoria Jackson.
I
Now,
was
get the car going.
up
My
until
house
maybe
is over by the
2000.
lake.
When she started expressing
3,
opinions.
2, 1, go!
Yeah. Back when she was just cute and had that voice, I was a big fan. And then it was like, you know, God told me to have babies or whatever. And then it was like, shit.
It's losing more and more of its
A lot of
force.
childhood fantasies ruined there, but alright, whatever.
Yeah, she was throwing out some conspiracy theory bullshit too, as I recall.
But now, is it good conspiracy theory stuff or like terrible
Like
conspiracy
anti-vaxxer
theory?
bullshit.
Because if it's like David Icke conspiracy bullshit, then I'm like, man,
least
fair
interesting.
enough.
There yet.
Yeah.
Could you step on it? If we go this slow, my pot is going to get cold.
Let's see if I can Google and find out this woman's name.
At this rate, my pot is going to get cold. Hurry, hurry, step on it. Why do you have to drive so safely? And you see
Mary
my pot getting
Gross.
cold?
That's who she reminds me
Ah.
of.
I wonder if she's related to Michael Gross.
I don't know. She played Alfalfa.
Oh,
Oh.
Thanks to you, my pot.
Not the Eddie Murphy alfalfa.
So
Right.
tell me, Sigourney, just what is in the pot?
Or I guess he was buckwheat.
Yeah.
You really want to know, don't you?
Yes.
Well, here, put your face right in it.
Well,
It's a metaphor for my vagina.
can't tell you. The pot has to make
Her
that
pot and
decision,
Polly's pepper.
not
Uh-huh.
me.
Okay.
Very popular back in the day. Number 1 and number 2 in
And
the
I
town
need
hall,
to get to know the
town
pot better first,
beauty contest.
That's right. In life, you can't skip
The-
steps
Often the soundtrack seems to be put together in the same way that, like,
and take
old
the proper
porno
steps.
soundtracks were. Like, it was just a series of tracks. They would stop whenever and start the next one whenever.
There is a
Yeah.
reaction. If you ask the pot, the pot.
I suppose there are non-porn examples I could have used, but
That's simple.
There's truth to what you
It also just kind of seems like
Yes.
it's like, oh, the
The
scene
pot
changed a little
is
bit,
full
so,
of truth.
or like the
If you
tone
want
of the
to
scene
meet the
changed,
person
so
you are
we're gonna put in a
searching
different track. It doesn't matter
You
which one,
have
just as long as it's different.
The pot.
yeah,
And
dissonance
carefully.
is just
the
fine.
more steps it takes to cook a stew.
Oh, I just
the
realized I have to go to
better
work
it
tomorrow.
tastes when it's cooked.
I've had the job for a week and already I'm feeling Monday blues.
Oh, good. Sigourney's
Yeah,
pot,
Polly's-
Polly's pepper.
Yep.
Oh my! My pot is getting cold again! Did you have to talk so long? Oh!
You know, we wouldn't be talking this long if we were just like, oh, in the pot it's oatmeal. Bye. Instead, you're all like, in life steps. I'm alfalfa.
I, th- I think she should take the pot lid and open it facing only toward herself so he can't see. Like have light shine out of it like the briefcase in Pulp Fiction.
Right.
Or the car trunk in Repo Man.
Yeah. Mary Gross was on Saturday Night Live between 81 and 85, which is insane to me because I have so many memories of watching her, and that means she was on there until I was 7. So apparently I watched a ton of Saturday Night Live before 7 years old.
Or reruns.
Prom Queen, Elizabeth Scott.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm assuming the reruns only came on that summer, right?
But you know,
I don't know. The Saturday Night Live season
blonde hair, too much makeup.
getting shorter and shorter as the years went by.
That mold like
I know
Say,
some stations would run like reruns before the show.
that mold was
So like
Ah.
here's a classic.
We happened to be on the same bus.
Got it. Okay, well,
I saw her drawing it on
maybe
the
that's
thing.
how I saw him then.
I wasn't surprised, I guess.
Most of my formative
Impressed that
comedy
she
was
would go that far
reruns
to create that image. Do you remember that movie we went to go see that day?
because
I'll give you a hint.
a lot of
It
stuff
was
was
the
from the
fourth in a
60s. Was really
popular
funny.
series.
And early 70s.
And was produced by Menahem Golan's Canon Films.
Oh, stop
Figured
talking.
it out, Zach?
Oh, God, now I'm
Think it over.
curious.
Call it your homework until next time.
Canon Films, 4th in a series. The hell would that be?
Should be easy to Google.
Mary Gross was in That's So Raven.
Oh, great.
She's been in like every TV show for 1 to 2 episodes.
Well, you know, you can get a lot of work that way.
Yeah.
Hey, Becky,
She was
want to
in-
be normal briefly?
She was in A Mighty Wind
Oh,
and Tremors 3.
I love Mighty Wind. Oh. I have no opinion on Tremors 3.
She's in Animaniacs, which everyone I know loves.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I take it you don't.
Like, I don't hate it, but I don't get the appeal for sure.
Well, a lot of it was timing, because the whole slightly subversive children's cartoon was a new thing at the time.
Yeah, I guess I don't find it subversive. I was like, it just seems like typical bullshit. Like, well-produced bullshit, but it never appealed to me. It's weird, I don't know, as a kid, like, I loved G.I. Joe and Transformers, but, like, the things that appealed to me about them... Oh, let's see.
We're gonna have an answer.
Halloween? Damn, no. Oh, that makes sense, yeah.
Lex Luthor was back. He was played by Gene Hackman.
Who was a decent Lex Luthor?
Must for all us fans. I don't remember much more about it, though.
How can you not remember much? Fucking Ivan Drago is the bad guy.
Was it?
Yeah.
Now those two were great movies.
Dolph Lundgren, obviously. He was the... Lex Luthor makes the, like, fake Superman. He essentially plays Bizarro, but he doesn't play him like Bizarro.
Right, I remember now. Yes.
The first two Star Wars movies. I think John Williams did a better job of the theme song for Superman.
Of course.
Ugh.
You don't like John Williams, too?
All of his stuff sounds the same.
Oh, yeah, but it's the same good.
Which Richard Donner film do you like the best?
That's disabled parking there, buddy. You can love 8 forever, but...
I really like Superman 4. Like, it's got, you know, it's got some cheesy Superman stuff in it, but I'm a huge fan of that movie.
Hey!
That's not a punchline.
Yeah, I'm going to assume... Oh, maybe the punchline was because the husband's been away. And he says, don't you get enough of that night after night?
Oh.
But
okay.
It wasn't a good punchline.
Maybe it's funnier in Japanese.
Right. We're just gonna smoke here until Forrest goes away. Okay, thank God. Coast is clear.